The year is 1888. The fog-choked streets of London's East End become a hunting ground. A sinister figure known as Jack the Ripper stalks the night. His victims, women trapped in poverty and despair. Whitechapel, a district notorious for its squalor and vice, becomes synonymous with fear. The Ripper's reign of terror begins, leaving an indelible mark on history. The Whitechapel district was a place of stark contrasts. Overcrowding and poverty were rampant. Amidst the misery, a vibrant community struggled to survive. But the Ripper's crimes cast a long shadow. The streets, once teeming with life, now echoed with fear. 5 women are forever linked to the Ripper's reign of terror. These are the canonical 5 whose murders fit a distinct pattern. Mary Ann Nichols, the first victim, meets her end on August 31st, 1888. Annie Chapman follows on September 8th, her life brutally cut short. Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes become victims on the same night, September 30th, marking the Ripper's most frenzied attack. Finally, on November 9th, Mary Jane Kelly is discovered, her murder the most gruesome of all. These women, often forgotten in death, were mothers, daughters and sisters. They were human beings deserving of dignity and respect. Their stories, tragically intertwined with the Ripper, offer a glimpse into the harsh realities of life in Victorian London. Their names, forever etched in history, serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows. The Ripper's methods were brutal and precise. His weapon of choice, a sharp knife used with chilling expertise. The mutilations inflicted upon his victims pointed to a horrifying knowledge of human anatomy. The precision and savagery of the attacks shocked even the most hardened police officers. Fear gripped the East End. Women were afraid to walk alone at night. The Ripper's reign of terror had a profound impact on the psyche of Victorian London. Newspapers, hungry for sensational stories, published graphic details of the murders. The public, both horrified and captivated, devoured every word. The Ripper's crimes became a morbid obsession. Theories abounded, but the killer remained elusive. The lack of answers only fueled the public's imagination and fear. Scotland Yard faced immense pressure to catch the killer. The police employed all available resources, from traditional detective work to newly emerging forensic techniques. Despite their efforts, the Ripper remained a phantom, disappearing into the labyrinthine streets of Whitechapel. The investigation was hampered by numerous factors. The densely populated and impoverished nature of Whitechapel made it difficult to gather reliable information. Witnesses were often reluctant to come forward, fearing retribution from the killer or the police. The lack of a modern police force, with its sophisticated investigative tools, also hindered the investigation. Communication between different police divisions was often poor. The Ripper, a master of disguise and illusion, exploited these weaknesses to his advantage. He moved through the shadows, always one step ahead of the law. Section 5. Media frenzy and public speculation fueling the mystery. The Ripper case ignited a media firestorm. Newspapers competed for the most sensational headlines. Journalists, eager to sell papers, often embellished stories and fabricated details. The public, captivated by the gruesome tales, became armchair detectives. Theories about the Ripper's identity ran rampant. Was he a doctor, a butcher, or a madman? Everyone had a suspect, from local residents to members of the royal family. The media frenzy surrounding the case both helped and hindered the investigation. On one hand, it kept the pressure on the police to find the killer. On the other hand, it created a climate of fear and suspicion that made it difficult to separate fact from fiction. The Ripper became a mythical figure, his true identity lost in a fog of speculation and rumor. Section 6. The East End's transformation, repercussions of fear. The Ripper's crimes had a lasting impact on London's East End. The murders exposed the dire living conditions and social ills that plagued the area. Public outcry forced the government to address the issues of poverty, sanitation and crime. The Whitechapel murders became a catalyst for social reform. New laws were passed to improve housing and working conditions. Efforts were made to provide greater social assistance to the poor and destitute. The image of Whitechapel, forever tarnished by the Ripper's shadow, gradually began to change. The murders served as a stark reminder of the human cost of poverty and neglect. They forced society to confront the dark underbelly of Victorian London. The legacy of Jack the Ripper, though rooted in terror, also brought about positive change. Section 7. Jack's grip on imagination, enduring legacy and cultural influence. The Ripper's story continues to fascinate and horrify. His crimes have inspired countless books, films, and documentaries. The case remains a popular subject for historians, criminologists, and amateur sleuths alike. The enduring mystery of Jack the Ripper lies in his ability to elude capture. He became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that even in the most civilized societies, darkness can lurk beneath the surface. The Ripper's story also reflects our enduring fascination with true crime. The case continues to spark debate and speculation, with new theories emerging even today. The lack of a definitive answer only adds to the allure of the mystery. Jack the Ripper, though long dead, continues to haunt our collective imagination. Section 8. The unanswered questions, lingering mysteries and debates. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the identity of Jack the Ripper remains unknown. The passage of time has only deepened the mystery. Evidence has been lost or destroyed, and witnesses are long gone. The lack of a definitive answer has fueled endless speculation and debate. Was the Ripper a doctor, a butcher, or someone with intimate knowledge of human anatomy? Or was he simply a madman driven by a lust for blood? The Ripper's letters sent to the police and newspapers have become an integral part of the case. Were they written by the killer or a hoaxer seeking notoriety? The authenticity of the letters is still debated today. The Ripper's handwriting, a tantalizing clue, has never been definitively linked to any suspect. The mystery of Jack the Ripper, like the fog that shrouded Whitechapel, remains impenetrable. Section 9. Modern-day investigations, DNA and the quest for identity. Modern technology has breathed new life into the Ripper case. Forensic scientists have used DNA analysis to re-examine old evidence. While some potential breakthroughs have been reported, no definitive conclusions have been reached. The use of DNA evidence in historical cases is fraught with challenges. Contamination and degradation of samples can make it difficult to obtain reliable results. Despite the challenges, the quest to unmask Jack the Ripper continues. New technologies and investigative techniques offer hope that one day the mystery may finally be solved. Until then, the case will continue to captivate and intrigue, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the human heart. Section 10. The enigma endures, Jack the Ripper's place in history. Jack the Ripper holds a unique place in criminal history. He was not the first serial killer, but his crimes, committed at a time of great social and technological change, captured the public imagination like no other. The Ripper's reign of terror, though brief, left an indelible mark on Victorian London and beyond. His story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even in the most enlightened of times, darkness can lurk in the shadows. The enduring mystery of Jack the Ripper continues to fascinate and horrify. His ability to elude capture, despite the efforts of Scotland Yard and the public alike, has elevated him to the status of a legend. The Ripper's story, though shrouded in mystery and speculation, serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown. The case, though officially unsolved, will continue to be studied, debated, and reimagined for generations to come.